A couple in Scotland was left in complete shock when their energy bill went from being £190 in credit to over £13,000 in debt, when it turns out it was a simple error by one of the agents of the energy company having entered the gas reading instead of the electricity reading. So welcome back, I am the Black Belt Barrister, helping you to understand law and to save you money wherever I can. So I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe at any point you find this video useful. The couple believe that this came about because of replacing their meters with smart meters, which threw all of the readings into disarray in comparison with the previous manual readings entered, which it turned out were erroneous. And in fact, not just a few weeks ago, I was chatting with a couple of clients and a couple of friends, each of whom had similar problems because they were in some kind of dispute with their energy supplier where their energy bills were many thousands of pounds in debt. However, it just didn't seem feasible because they'd been paying a certain amount for what they'd been using for many years beforehand, and suddenly, after installing smart meters, their energy bills went thousands of pounds into the red. Now, I know from the comment section, because I do read the comment section, that many of you have had concerns about smart meters and not wanting to swap out your smart meters, and stories like this would seem to justify your concerns. Although some energy providers are forcing you onto smart meters, even saying that they're going to charge you more if you don't have a smart meter. If I were in that position, I might be tempted to switch suppliers depending on what the terms were. What made this worse for this couple was that when they phoned up, the agent asked them if they would like to settle this balance over the phone for over £13,000. Lucky, or should I say smart of them, to actually quiz the matter and dig a little deeper to find out that in fact it was just an erroneous figure and they didn't owe them £13,000 after all. So again, this is just a warning and a reminder to you that if you get a bill land on your doorstep or virtual doorstep online on the website that's for several £1,000s and you just don't think it's right, dig a little deeper, press a little harder, and if necessary, go to the Ombudsman to have this disputed. I would suggest that you thoroughly investigate it before just handing out the money, and I would certainly do the same, because if it turns out that you don't owe that money, believe me, no one is ever going to question that again unless it comes to light for some reason that they look over the figures and find that it was erroneous and then email you back to say that you actually didn't owe the money, so here's the money back. Just as a tangent, I did have that happen with a solicitor once that had some of my money for a little over 7 or 8 years and contacted me out of the blue with a check with a little over £1,000 saying that we had this money on account that's yours and we shouldn't have had it all this time. Suffice to say, I cashed the check and thought nothing more of it. But in hindsight, I'd be quite interested to know why they had that amount of money on account, because they have a duty to tell me if there's any money on account, and they shouldn't be holding it for any longer than is necessary. So just as a warning, if you get these bills land on your doorstep, always check and clarify and then check again. Particularly in these times of difficulty where we're all trying to save money wherever we can, this is certainly one way of doing it. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you found it interesting. Please do like the video and subscribe. That helps my channel grow, and I promise you I will keep coming back with more money saving tidbits just as these. And in the meantime, thank you for watching.